Okay, so I love the movie Cujo. And I was sitting there in the movie theater recently, free movie night, and they were playing Cujo. And this lady behind me, or I should say next to me, she was like, I don't think Cujo's innocent. And I yelled, "Shut up, Susan. This is my free movie night. How about you eat your buttered popcorn and leave me the fuck alone?" And so here we are today, asking the question, was my good boy dog actually innocent? Cujo, the St. Bernard from Stephen King's book and subsequent film adaptation, is seen often as a terrifying figure due to his rabid condition. However, if we look deeper into his character, we can view Cujo as a tragic victim of circumstance rather than a true monster. Before the infection, he was the beloved pet dog, known for his gentle nature and friendly demeanor. He was a large and playful dog who brought joy and companionship to his owners. The transformation that occurs when he contracts rabies is a heartbreaking turn of fate. This once great dog becomes a symbol of fear. But it's important to remember that his aggression stems from a disease that he did not choose or understand. Real quick, if we're going to talk about Cujo being innocent, I must talk about innocence and explain what it is. Innocence refers to a state of being free from guilt, sin, or moral wrong, often characterized by purity, simplicity, and lack of experience with the harsher realities of life. It can apply to individuals, particularly children, who have not yet been exposed to the complexities and challenges of the world. Innocence is often associated with qualities such as trust, naivete, and a sense of wonder. In literature and art, the theme of innocence frequently explores the loss of the state, reflecting on the transition from a similar, untamed view of the world to a more complex, often harsher reality. The concept can evoke feelings of nostalgia, sympathy, and contemplation about the nature of experience and the impact of external influences on one's character. Cujo's transformation throughout the story serves as a commentary on the unpredictability of life and the fragility of innocence. Before his tragic turn, Cujo was a loyal companion, embodying the qualities that make these dogs cherished pets, like the love and the playfulness and the protective instinct. His relationship with his family showcased the bond that can exist between humans and their animals, highlighting the joy and comfort that pets can bring into our lives. When Cujo is bitten by a rabid bat, everything changes. The disease alters his behavior, stripping away his gentle nature that defined him. This shift from a friendly dog to a menacing creature invokes a deep sense of tragedy, as viewers witness the profound impact of illness on both Cujo and those who encounter him. It raises questions about how the nature of the fear and often the irrational response that can arise in the face of danger. As Cujo becomes a threat, the story focuses on the struggle for survival faced by the mother and her son, who are trapped in their car. This fear is palpable, but it's essential to recognize that Cujo himself is not inherently evil. He is a victim of circumstances beyond his control. The film invites audiences to empathize with both the humans in peril and the dog who has become a vessel for chaos due to a tragic affliction. Ultimately, Cujo serves as a reminder of the complexities of fear and the impact of disease on both dogs and humans. The narrative underscores that while Cujo may embody the horror of a rabid dog, he is also a reflection of innocence lost to the unforeseen consequences of life's unpredictable turns. It poses an ethical reflection in how we perceive and react to those who are changed by circumstances, evoking a sense of sadness for the creature who was once beloved pet, now caught in a chaotic, tragic fate. Stephen King's works often explore the complexities of the human-animal relationship, delving into themes of fear, innocence, and the impact of external forces on behavior. In addition to Cujo, several other King's novels and stories feature animals in significant roles, each contributing to the overarching themes of his writing. The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. In this novel, the protagonist, a young girl named Trisha, finds herself lost in the woods. While there are no overly menacing animals like Cujo, Trisha encounters wild wildlife, reflect both on the beauty and the danger of nature. The presence of animals serves to heighten her sense of isolation and vulnerability, paralleling the themes of survival and the struggle against fear that are also present in Cujo. Pet Cemetery. This novel features a range of animals, particularly the cat Church, who is resurrected after being buried in supernatural burial ground. This story examines themes of death, loss, and the consequences of tampering with nature. Like Cujo, Trictor's transformation raises questions about the nature of life and the emotional bonds between humans and their pets. Throughout, the horror in Pet Sematary stems from a different source, the desire to reverse death rather than disease-driven aggression seen in Cujo. The Stand. In this epic tale of a post-apocalyptic world, animals are depicted in various ways, often serving as symbols of the natural order being disrupted by human actions. The presence of animals, including the dog who accompanies the character Stu Redman, adds to the sense of survival amidst chaos. While the animals in The Stand do not embody the same direct threat as Cujo, they contribute to the exploration of humanity's connection to the natural world and the consequences of its destruction. Sleepwalkers. This story features a unique bond between humans and the supernatural creature, showcasing a different perspective on animals. The cat in Sleepwalkers serves as a protector and an integrational part of the narrative. Albeit with the more mystical twist, the conflict in the story centers around the relationship between the characters and their connection to the animal, much like the bond between Cujo and his family before the tragedy strikes. In summary, while Cujo focuses on the horror of a beloved dog turned dangerous due to rabies, other Stephen King works also feature animals as a key element to enhance themes of fear, loss, and the complexities of the human-animal relationship. Each story represents a different perspective, illustrating how external forces can reshape perceptions of innocence and safety, whether throughout the lens of a survival, resurrection, or disruption of a natural order. In a way, Cujo represents how circumstances can change beings that are innately loved and innocent. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the impact of unforeseen events of both animals and humans. While the film highlights the intense fear and horror of being trapped with a dangerous creature, it also invites viewers to reflect on the nature of fear itself, and the tragic reality that sometimes the things we fear the most are just victims of their own circumstances. So while Cujo becomes a figure of terror in the story, he was originally just a great dog caught in a nightmare situation. But please just remember that sometimes dead is better. See you in the next video.